Earthquake, the most terrifying and destructive natural force. On Friday the 26th of January at 8:46 in the morning, one of the largest quakes in history shook the world. If its epicenter had been Birmingham, the destruction would have engulfed almost all the British Isles. Instead, it struck here, the equivalent of Birmingham in Gujarat in northwest India, the ancient and prosperous city of Bhuj.
I heard lots of noises. Suddenly the earth shook violently and children started screaming. We thought it was the end of the world.
Entire hospitals collapsed, engulfing almost all the patients plus many of the nurses and the doctors. And when thousands of survivors were brought here for treatment, this is all that was left. Children were screaming for missing parents, parents for buried children. The roads were blocked, the telephones were dead.
You are now watching BBC One. Do not be too alarmed. We have interrupted normal programming to bring you this basic text-based broadcast to quickly give you some new information. Please stand by. You are now watching BBC One. We have some news to deliver to you. As you all may know by now, many innocent civilians have went missing at the same time trumpets were heard blaring all across the globe. All of the relevant authorities are still in the process of looking through these sudden disappearances. Around certain parts of the world, there have been reports of earthquakes happening. Right at this moment, it's not known whether this is linked to current events. The countries affected are as followed by this list. These are the affected countries. Starting first with Japan, France, and third Germany. At last but not least, the United States of America. Flights from Great Britain to these countries have been suspended until further notice due to the sudden earthquakes happening. The Prime Minister, Tony Blair, is having a discussion with American President George Bush to see what next steps to take. If you are in any of the said countries stated in that list, you must take shelter right away, as it is vital for you to prevent severe injury or death. You should take shelter in a low place away from high objects and buildings crumbling on top of you. At this time, it's highly likely and unknown whether our great nation will be affected next by the earthquakes. There have also been further reports of unusual sounds being heard in the sky at the same time these events have occurred. We ask all civilians to further report any more suspicious activity being witnessed or heard to the relevant authorities. Further research is being conducted to find the main cause of these events. With that being stated, it's in your best interest to stay tuned to all news stations and follow any guidance given by Her Majesty's government. We urge Her Royal Majesty the Queen to come forward and address the nation shortly. That's all the news we have received for the time being. We thank you for your attention and understanding despite the unforeseen circumstances. Normal programming for all British Broadcasting Corporation channels shall now resume shortly.